coverage of the seven-time NCAA champions, the UCLA Bruins, as they welcome the 10-time national champs, the Utah Red Rocks. Hi everybody, I'm Mark Connor along with my fellow Olympic medalist Kathy Johnson-Clark. It's always a thrill to be with you here at UCLA, Kathy. And this rivalry between Utah and UCLA is one of the best rivalries in the Pac-12.
And these two teams historically bring out the best in each other. Utah has the competitive edge. They have been the model of consistency, already showing national championship quality beam and floor lineups. This is a chance to be good on all four events. UCLA, they've been struggling, no surprise here, but they have all that it takes, all the ingredients to be a special team.
All right, let's go to the third member of our broadcast team. She's on the floor. That's Sam Pesci.
Well, besides wanting a win here tonight, both UCLA and Utah have individual team goals. Chris Waller, head coach of UCLA, told me he wants to see lots of championship quality routines. He wants to see big, beautiful gymnastics from start to finish. Head coach of Utah, Tom Barden, said he wants to keep things simple. He wants to see 24 for 24 hit routines here today. He said he likes when his team practices the 4 H's, staying happy, healthy, hungry, and humble. And guys, I think it's working for them. Utah has had one heck of a beginning of a season so far.
Thank you, Sam. Yeah, we're off to the first rotation here. UCLA, as the home team, will open up on vault, and that brings up Paulina Kratz, who is from Germany, and she set to go to lead off the Bruins today.
The first vault we'll see is a Yurchenko full twist. Very nicely done, slightly under-rotated, so her chest was forward, causing her to hop ever so slightly on the landing.
She's the 2021 Pac-12 floor exercise co-champion. We'll see her on the floor later today. Talk about the quality of talent on the floor. There's several Olympians in today's competition. We'll be talking about that more. Emily Morgan is from England. She was a member of the Great Britain team that competed in Tokyo. She'll lead off the Utah Red Rocks here, visiting UCLA today.
She opens this bar routine with a really neat combination. We're only seeing a couple of gymnasts in NCAA do this particular skill.
The British team won the bronze medal at the Olympics in Tokyo. That's historic for them.
Comes up right after the first skill from the low bar to high bar. This is a Maloney, toe on, flight transfer up to the high bar. Now watch this, a full twist on that pack salto. It's part of a hardwaj. Of course, everybody remembers Montini Hardwaj was a UCLA Bruin. Giant full right on top of the bar. Really precise in this routine.
Welcome to our coverage of UCLA and Utah. We're inside Pauley Pavilion. I'm Mark Connor along with Kathy Johnson-Clark and Samantha Pesci calling the action today. This is one of the best rivalries in the Pac-12. Utah has struggled just a bit at the beginning of the season, but they seem to be on the right track, improving each week. Utah is hot right now, one of the top 4 teams in the country. Paulina Kratz was the first performer for UCLA. She had a 9.775. Brings up Kendall Poston. Second Bruin to go.
This vault has a 10.0 start value. It's a front pike with a half twist. She struggled earlier in the season, looking for a much better landing. Oh, she is happy with that one. The hop back will be a deduction, but so much improvement on that vault.
Kendall is a super senior. She elected to take that additional year offered to the athletes who were affected by COVID. Quick reminder on the dual meet rules in NCAA competition. 6 gymnasts compete for each team in each event. Just the top 5 scores count towards that team total. The home order is all bars being on the floor. The away order, visiting team starts on the bars and has to finish on the beam. This will bring up Alexia Birch, also a super senior for Utah.
Watch this first skill. She's going to hop to a different grip to swing forward into the straddle Jaeger. Transfer down to low bar. Nicely done. Right into that handstand position. Judges are really looking for handstands right on top of the bar for no deduction. And of course, the all-important stuck landing, almost got it. Just a slight slide back with the feet.
Lexi Birch, really known to be a starter on vault and beam. Last year as a senior, she added uneven bars to her skill set and has been contributing a great deal.
This is called a cast hop. She's going to cast a handstand and hop that grip so she can swing forward into a single bar release move. And the dismount, double layout, leg separation there on the second layout, and a slight hop back.
This is Nora Flatley, the senior from West Des Moines, Iowa. 3 times this season, she's competed in the all-around after missing most of the 2021 regular season with an ankle injury.
This can be a really pretty vault. So well done, so cleanly executed. Good amplitude off the table. Yes, of course, there was a hop on the landing, so that'll be a slight deduction from this 995 start ball.
She's coming after Kendall Poston at a 9825.
Look at the height. Hips 4.5 feet above the table. Excellent distance. Just that hop back.
We go back now to the bars for Utah. Emily Morgan led them off with an impressive 9.9. Season high for her, of course, and Alexia Birch 9.825. Here's Sage Thompson.
Watch the amplitude on that pack salto. The judges are looking for big air on these transitions from bar to bar. Of course, with her perfect form, nice in-bar finger there. That's an unusual release move. And you see it on high bar in between the bars. Nice jump off that double layout. Really good form.
The freshman from Lehigh, Utah, had a season high 9.925 and then dual meet against Oklahoma this year.
She finessed that handstand. Look at the pack salto. Nicely done. And the double layout. Good lift. Nice amplitude. And of course, a perfectly stuck landing.
We go back now to the ball for UCLA. Nora Flatley had a 9.825. Talk about the Olympians in this competition. This is Brooklyn Moore's competed for Canada in the Tokyo Olympics.
Also performing a front pike half, 10 start value. Good control on the landing, just that step back, but her chest was down low, so they'll take a deduction for lack of amplitude.
Let's
go down to Sam Pesci.
Thanks, Bart. Yeah, Tom Barden said that Grace McCallum is an extremely coachable athlete in every aspect. He said she works really hard and is driven by the smallest details, that she's actually different than a lot of elites because it's been refreshing for her to fix the details versus working on adding difficulty.
Great one.
Remember that silver medal winning team for USA in Tokyo.
Yes, in elite gymnastics, they just try to pack the routines with as much difficulty. And so far, Grace is moving with nearly flawless technique and form. And a perfectly stuck landing. That's a great routine.
Utah fans, they travel, they support their team, and Utah legendary for putting more than 15,000 people up there in the Huntsman Center for every home meet. They travel and they support their team wherever they go. And what a team they have this year, Kathy.
They certainly do. That's the best bar routine she's done so far in her very young collegiate career.
Before her, by the way, Sage Thompson had a 9.875. Brooklyn Moore's got a 9.85. And here's another Olympic medalist. This is Jordan Giles.
This vault's called a Kazamatsu. She's going to do traditional entry, no round-off entry. Big amplitude on that vault. It is so difficult to generate the power necessary to do that vault without the round-off.
So, guess what? Grace McCallum got a perfect 10 to start off this competition. How about that? We said at the top of the show there is a lot of talent on the floor. Many of these Olympians moving from elite competition into collegiate competition. And what a joy to see in the first rotation at 10 for the Olympic silver medal.
It was so nice to see her take her time in that routine and just every single detail flawless.
Crystal Isa.
Straight body cast right into her ray, that single bar release. Delta handstand. Now watch this combination. I love it. Very difficult. Giant fold right into a double layout. Huge difficulty. Slight slide on that landing. Her single bar release right here, the toe on, flies backward, gets that nice counter rotation. So good amplitude.
Big scores for Utah. Their clean execution being rewarded over there on bar. Here is the anchor, Walter, for UCLA. Jordan Childs, by the way, at a 9.875. Here is Shea Kim.
Wow, did she blast that ball off the table? That's the best block we've seen so far. And that's how you get that huge amplitude. Check this out. Really, oh man, she just, look at that, almost 6 feet. We're gonna have to expand our graph there. She almost flew out of the frame. Really explosive block, and it continued to rise. Just that hop on the landing.
She had jammed her ankle on beam 1.5 weeks ago, but my goodness, she had all the pop she needed on that ball. It's so cool when you see an athlete with the power and the technique together. Miley O'Keefe now, the junior from Las Vegas, set to go, coming after Crystal Isa, got a 9.9.
Nice trademark form. So beautiful to see. She has slight leg separation on those first two skills. Gorgeous final handstand, really showed that position off. And lovely half in double front, really difficult to land. She kind of scooted back on the landing.
Interesting note about her career, she's 12 for 12 this season and 96 out of 96 routines for Utah in her career. Let's go down to Sam.
Yeah, I had a chance to speak with Grace McCallum about her very first college perfect 10, and I asked her what she was thinking about during her routine. She said, I was just confident. I told myself I do this every single day in practice, and guys, she was telling me with the biggest smile on her face. I asked her if she had a little bit of fun. She said, yeah, just a little.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to get a 10. That'll make your day just to start off the competition. Utah will have the lead after the first rotation, and UCLA, Shea Campbell had a 9.9, a season high for her. UCLA with a 49.275 on vault, their highest score of the season on that event. So when we come back,